I would like to show you how to start translating and how the translators editor that Crowdin has works like. So you just enter into the translation or the target language you're interested into translating. And then these are the source files that are pending translation. As you can see, everything is in 0%. No progress has been done. Let me show you one particular source text. What we're gonna be translating is this page. This is the original. I downloaded the HTML complete website, complete site, right? And then I uploaded it to the translation management system, Crowdin, and you can see this translator editor has a filter to extract only the source text. So the text that is here has been extracted, and this is what you see on this preview. And here, like, you see that this is in yellow color. This means the yellow means that this is the current string in which we are at. So this will vary depending. This is like a visual aid for us translators to better interact with the software. This translation has already been saved, and as such, well, we would just let me look for a source string that doesn't have translation to show you how to commit or save translation. So you reach this point. If we zoom in here, we're basically here. You see the yellow is where we are at. So we are in Unidades Académicas. So we enter translation here. All right. So academic, I think it is academic departments. Okay, beautiful translation. And we're ready to commit this translation to our translation memory and save it. So we press Command Enter or Control Enter in Windows. Then we go to the next one. Interesting, you see, because I was right here and I was expecting to go to libraries. So I'm just gonna go here, libraries. Okay. All right, then I'm gonna commit this one. Okay. And again, I thought I would go in order, but actually the cat tool is telling me, no, you go and translate this one. I don't know why, but I want to know more context then. I want to know where this comes from so I can find more context. Either I try to see where the yellow part is and I don't see it. See, so I'm kind of lost. Where does this come from? So I can go to more context and this is telling me nothing. Where does this come from? I don't really know. I can do a quick search here, go to the original text. We don't really know. This must be somewhere. Somewhere in the website, but we don't see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy the whole string and find it right here. There you go. This is a title. It's somewhere in the menus. We don't see it. It's right here. There you go. That's where it is. That's where it goes. So specialized library. So you see, if we go to a deeper level into our website structure, we won't see that on the preview because it's not something you see. You have to go in one level and then you are here on the second level. You will see this source string. Fine. Okay. So I am going to keep this translation like this. I'm going to commit this. I want you to notice that that you can also use a different preview. If you click where I just clicked, let me show you again. This is the preview mode. Okay. If you click here, you can see the translation in place. Okay, this is how the translation is going to look like. Did you see the change? Great. Or you can also have a different kind of view. You can also have different colors, so everything looks very neat and you just see that this has already been translated. If you go here, this is where you're currently at. If you're here, this is where you're currently at. And this tells you more information. Well, this tells you that this has been saved, this translation has been saved. This one, the red color, means that it's missing, it's pending translation, and so on. You can have another alternative view, which is this one. This one shows you the strings, all the strings. And it's awesome too because you can have different filters. For instance, if you click here and then you click here, you can see I want to see all the lines, like for instance that principal. I want to see everything. This has a duplicate, you see? This is the duplicate and this is the main string. I want to show you something. If you reach duplicate, if you had already translated once, then the second time you go to the duplicate, or the second time you find the same string, the TM is going to be activated and it's going to suggest you. It's going to tell you, hey, Glory, you had already translated this before, so why don't you use this suggestion, just to keep consistency. So this is a great tool. If you still don't know where strings are coming from and you have no idea how to translate it, you can also ask for more help. You click here and you tell, hey, how do you translate this? I'm a bit confused. I'm gonna say that this is a test, okay? So if you send this, as it says here, your message will be visible to everyone. So everybody in the community will be able to see your comment, and then they will be able to help you out. Now, there's something else that you should know. These you can just simply ignore and just really focus on your translation, okay? But I like it. I like to see my work, and I want to see how it works. Like, I really like to have it like this. Like, I go like this. Academic department. This will be the next one. And magazines, for instance. You commit this one. Files. Okay. I don't know why this is in uppercase letters, but it shouldn't. Because if you go to the original documents, I mean, everything's an uppercase letter. Why would you just keep it in like this? You should just go back and just do what you have done with the rest. Just keep consistency, okay? So you commit this one. Contact us. Okay? Anyway, I want to show you this other window over here. In here, you will see comments related to the strings. In here, you will see a search. You can search your translation memory. Like if you say, I'm pretty sure I translated something with principal. Oh yeah, principal, I translated as home. So next time you run into home, like into a principal, and you're not sure if it's about the same or how you translated it, you can just search it in here. Or you can go to your return base and like, well, you don't have principal, but you see it shows like Wikipedia, and this is great stuff, for instance. And very important is that you have lots of shortcuts, which you should get familiar with. Yeah, as I told you, to save a translation, Command Enter. To skip a string, you just click on Alt Enter. Very important, this one, Control C to copy the source into the translation field. These are very useful when you're proofreading or you're just on the voting mode. I'll explain that later on. If you need to request context, you can either hit where I told you or just click on Ctrl K. Anyway, learn those. And here are some settings too. I wouldn't change any of this, to be honest. So this is the basic interface of your translator's editor. You obviously can edit it if you want more. but I think you have a great understanding of how it works. This is where you enter your translation. You have some actions here that you can actually know the shortcuts for these. You have the TM and MT suggestions, a preview. You can always visit the original text, which is an advantage for you. And then you can deactivate these windows if you want to have a wider view. And then here's all the shortcuts. And something else that I'm missing, well, the settings. If you need to change these settings, you can do that, but I wouldn't suggest that. Just leave it by default. And then here's the menu. This tells you more information about the file, source files, the language you're translating, the project, the view if you're on translation mode or voting, help, further help. You can, something that I want to tell you is like you can always contact the manager here. You see? So I hope it looks clear for you. Send me questions if it doesn't, or if you have further questions. Thank you.